Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf. On today's episode of weekly download number 103, I'm going to be playing some Bastion when I give you this news. I got my cup of coffee right there. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. Let's get into it. To start off the tech news this week with what I think is probably the most interesting this week, rumors are floating around that Samsung is in the works of developing their own GPUs. Samsung creates a huge range of products all the way from PC memory to washer machines, so why wouldn't they jump into the graphics card market? What sparked this news is that Samsung hired a former NVIDIA employee to manage the company's GPU development. Hopefully we hear more about this soon. Next up, Microsoft is working on the next Windows 10 update, which will use machine learning to determine when the best time for updating your PC is. This is really needed because I'm seriously so frustrated by the very inconvenient times that my PCs tend to update Windows. As an average user with a single PC in the house, this may not be a big deal, but for someone like me with at least 10 computers within arm's reach of me right now, I couldn't be more excited. Apparently the new update is able to predict the difference of you actually walking away from your PC for the night or when you're just grabbing a cup of coffee. That way it updates at the correct time, which is pretty neat. Hopefully it works. Elgato released a new version of their popular Stream Deck this week, the Stream Deck Mini. The mini version of the Stream Deck is now only featuring 6 buttons compared to 15, and it comes in at just $100. Quickly looking at this, I don't really think it's worth saving just $40 when you're losing 9 buttons, but I don't know. I'm sure there's people that are still interested in the smaller version. Amazon rolled out a pretty neat way to pay for PC parts this week. It's basically a zero interest payment plan, which I guess I'm down for. Amazon stated that in order to be eligible for the program, they don't have to run a credit report. Instead, you'll have to have an active Amazon account for 1 year, reside in the United States, have a valid credit card, and a good payment history. Looking at it now when writing this article, if I go to buy an Acer Predator laptop, it gives me the option of spending $1,049 or 5 monthly payments of $209. This is definitely pretty cool and way better than paying high interest rates from your credit card company, but I just hope that this doesn't entice people who can't really afford these high-end products to buy them. Continuing on, reports leaked out this week that Tesla is apparently running out of cash. The article I'll have linked down in the description is from WCCF Tech, and according to them, Tesla is set to run out of cash by the first quarter of 2019. Tesla recently removed 9% of their workforce, which is a pretty big deal by itself, but now they're also negotiating price cuts and asking for cash rebates from their suppliers. Not sure how many of you are interested in this, but I definitely don't want to see this company fail because my wife and I really want a Tesla. And to wrap up the tech news for the week, AMD is back at it again trolling Intel, this time by posting some pretty hilarious signs around the San Jose airport, maybe even more places that are unreported. These ads say some pretty funny trolls such as Xeon ruled, so did dinosaurs, and Xeon was great, so was coal. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I love that the competition is now in full force and AMD isn't afraid to troll Intel like this. Like I've said before, competition is always good for the consumer, especially when they troll. To start off the PC gaming news for the week, the only main story that happened is all about the controversial No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky got away with yet again some slight false advertising as the multiplayer support from the latest update doesn't work on GOG, although it will be updated in later. GOG has extended their refund policy, kind of like how Steam did when No Man's Sky first launched. On the other hand though, No Man's Sky is also getting some pretty crazy hype in the Steam reviews, sitting at very positive, and it's even been in the top 10 most played games for the entire week. Next up, EA announced in an investor call this week that their new Origin Access Premier service will launch next week. The plan is to have all Origin subscribers currently go to a basic tier, still $5 per month, but the Premier tier will now be $15 a month. The Premier tier will allow you early access to their quote frontline games such as Madden 19 in August, FIFA 19 in September, Battlefield 5 in October, and Anthem in February. Moving on to my favorite PC news of the week, Turn 10 Studios announced that they are completely removing loot boxes from their upcoming Forza Horizon 4 and Forza Motorsport 7 games. I'm a big fan of these games, and although the loot boxes were always earned with in-game money and not with real money, they still weren't necessary, and in my opinion, they really ruined the game. I'm very happy that they are ditching the system and hopefully going back to how it used to be with the earlier games. And finally, to wrap up the PC gaming news for the week, most of you have probably seen by now that the new Steam chat client is out of beta and into the live updates. It's a Discord-like chat client, and I haven't really played around with it too much. Apparently, it adds a few new social features like Discord, but I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't really use Steam to be social, I use Discord right now, so I don't know how much this will really catch on. Let me know if you guys like the changes and if there's any change that you're super pumped about. Well, that wraps up weekly download episode number 103. That studio tour is coming very soon. I just have a couple more videos to knock out that I already have planned before the studio tour, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching. And please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.